A man slapped Cato in front of a crowd. Everyone waited to see how he'd get revenge. Here's what he did instead, and why it made him untouchable. Rome, 1st century BC, the public baths are packed. Senators, merchants, soldiers, all crowded into the same steaming room, because in Rome, even powerful men bathe shoulder to shoulder with strangers. Cato of Utica is there. Cato, the man Seneca would later hold up as the closest thing Rome ever produced to a perfect Stoic. Incorruptible, unshakable. The kind of man other men either respected or resented because he refused to bend for anyone. And in the crowd, someone doesn't like him. Words are exchanged. Then it happens. In front of everyone, a man shoves Cato and strikes him. Now stop and picture this. This is not a private insult you can shrug off in silence. This is public humiliation in the one place in Rome where status meant everything. In that culture, a man was expected to respond with outrage, with a lawsuit, with his fists. Anything less looked like weakness. Cato does none of it. The fight is broken up. And later, this is the part that stops people cold when they hear it. The man who struck him comes back to apologize. He's ready to grovel, to make it right, to beg forgiveness for what he did. And Cato refuses to accept the apology, not because he's still angry, not because he wants the man to suffer longer. He refuses the apology because, as he tells him, there's nothing to apologize for. He says plainly, "I don't even remember being hit." Read that again. He's not saying, "I forgive you." Forgiveness still requires you to hold on to the offense long enough to release it. Cato skipped that step entirely. In his mind, the event simply didn't have enough weight to survive in his memory. It came, it went, and his mind moved on before his body even finished healing. Seneca tells this story in his essay On Anger for a reason. He wants you to see the difference between two kinds of strength. The first kind is the one we're taught to admire. Get even. Defend your honor. Make sure they regret it. The second kind is rarer, and Seneca says it's the greater of the two. It is the part of a great mind to despise wrongs done to it. The most contemptuous form of revenge is not to deem one's adversary worth taking vengeance upon, not deeming someone worth vengeance. Think about what that actually means. Revenge, even righteous revenge, puts you and your offender on the same level. Two people locked in the